Here at the YW, I am the Director of Community Programs, so I oversee several different outreach programs that we do. Community programs were mainly focused on working with women and youth as a means of kind of trying to address intergenerational traumas and harms. Primarily, too, we really believe it takes a village to raise a child. And by coming together as a communal center, like we're here at the YWCA, having this wonderful new building where we can have so many services together, it makes things a little bit easier just for youth and women to come in, consult the services that we need, and help kind of take them to different programs, introduce them to new individuals, and in doing so, just help have those wraparound holistic services that they need. Community is the answer to everything, and that's what we do here at YWCA, especially here at Community Programs.
I'm Katie Belanger, and I'm the Assistant Director of Community Programs. Home Base is a new program that we have. We opened in December of last year, and it is a youth hub that's meant to be wraparound services for youth in our community that are 12 to 25 years old. So we have physical health services for folks that need to come in and see medical doctor or see harm reduction. For mental health services, we have social supports, peer support.
Home Base has opened me up to so many supports that already exist in Regina that I had no clue about. I've been able to create connections with people, help people through things, as well as get my own help.
I think that the impact for the community is multi-layered, but also we like to come together with our youth and work on things that are bigger than us. So we're working on things like volunteer experiences. Not only are we coming inwards, we're also going outwards. It's a really beautiful place for youth to just exist and be and get to feel safe.
Hi, my name is Ashley Longmore, and I am the coordinator for a number of community programs relating to gender-based violence prevention. Probably the most long-standing and well-known is the WISE Kids Children Exposed to Violence program. Aside to that program is also meeting with the moms and caregivers of those families. So we'll have families come for a session and then ask to come back again for a second session, which tells us that we're doing something good. So every year we host the Power Being You conference. We invite kids from the public and private schools to attend from Regina and all around the area. So this is an opportunity for us to pull together kids in the community with other agencies or organizations to get together and talk about violence prevention in all these different ways. Our community is well aware that the issue of gender-based violence is extremely prevalent. I think the way to start curbing that, it begins with kids and it begins in our schools and having these conversations and doing this kind of work.
My name is Brendan Dickey, and my role here at the YWCA is youth counselor in Home Base, the youth hub. One of the main things that I spend my time doing outreach into schools and working with the youth that come in with their mental health and supporting some of the in-school programming that we have. So one of the in-school programs that we run through the YWCA is Helix, and it's a school-based mental health program that runs for several weeks within schools that sign up. And it's just a way for youth to connect with mental health professionals and develop the skills and tools that they might need. I think one of the biggest impacts that I've been seeing is just youth that are more in touch with their emotions more than they might have been before. So it's nice to be able to see youth being able to communicate that better.
My name is Sheena Asapas, and I am the Cultural Coordinator for Community Programs with the YWCA. I feel that there is a need for culture within the YWCA, and I find that since bringing in the cultural components and also going to ceremony. Since we started, we've been doing a lot of cultural programming such as beading, ribbon skirt making, brought in some people to do language classes. When we first started, it was a bit of a challenge because we would have programming going and we wouldn't get a lot of participants coming, but we actually built those relationships, trust with the residents, the women, the youth. And now I've seen so much women coming to our programs. I find a lot of the residents, some of them may have lost their culture, and just bringing these little programs is helping them. It's been very good.
My name is Cecilia. I've worked at the Y for almost 4 years, and my role for most of that time has been as the Upstander Education Coordinator. So the Upstander Education Program is a program intended to empower the everyday person with tools and knowledge to help combat gender-based violence and harassment in their community. I think especially these days, lots of people feel overwhelmed when they think about the world and how to make a positive difference. It feels like there's so much going on and it's hard to know where to start. And so I really appreciate the chance to remind folks that the small acts they take can make all the difference, can be all you need to do. It doesn't have to be a big superhero move. Everybody has a role to play and a responsibility to make our world better. We come out to workplaces, community groups. I've done stuff with SAS Polytech campuses, and really it's anybody that is, concerned about what they see with the statistics of gender-based violence in Saskatchewan, anybody who just feels overwhelmed and wants to make a positive difference.